Swinburne University of Technology.
So Chris, having heard Andrew talk about that, is there anything else you could add about, your observations and reflections? We use programs, there's many other levers that you can use to create transformational change, but certainly it's about the conversations and the relationships. I just wanted to open that up, and then I'll open it up to you, Fred, and then we'll take some questions from the floor.
There was a moment last year actually where an incident happened in the health service that really I was really confronted by it, and I realised that actually the culture I worked in, the experience I had of this organisation was actually very different to the experience that in this case, this young nurse had. And it was a sort of great wake-up call to just pay attention to how many different cultures exist inside your organisation, and just, not to get comfortable. Which is really hard to do, because you want to have a good day, make a difference, but actually, so it was a terrific reminder to me, and it set off a pathway of a series of things that have changed sort of how we do some things. And I guess I'd say that I think what's being talked about mainly here, what Andrew's talking about, and some of what I'm talking about is something I'm a bit of a fan of Ket's degrees too. So he has this thing where he talks about focal events, and when you're undergoing a big change program, there's a lot of evidence about designing one of these. So you need to have events that actually signal a change, and they're getting the right people in the room after a design process and so on. But that's what its purpose is. It's sort of saying, this is the time when we design the new thing and plan it and implement it, and then, it's drawing a line in the sand. So that's very important. But, yep, still didn't answer your question.
No, I appreciate that, and I just want to draw, because we've heard it in all speakers, the connection between the personal, the systemic and the strategic, and flicking up and down through those layers. And I think when you're doing strategic change, they're the different angles you can play at any particular time, is to think about, given this event, and it might be any event in the organisation, what's the personal response, what does this mean for our systems and processes, and what does this mean for us strategically? So, and it becomes woven into the narrative where you're flicking up and down and thinking about impact, not necessarily always intentionally, but it certainly is part of, I think, the work that I see transformational leaders doing.
This has been a Swinburne production.